Okay, hey everybody, it's Amy Fox with Work in Progress Texas. I am going live in our Facebook group, and it's the first Facebook Live of 2024. So I wanted to give a quick little some just explanation as to why things kind of dwindled down around August of last year within this group. But really, the main topic for tonight, for those of you who are watching the replay, is giving you guys an inside introduction into our proven weight loss method and show you all the ins and outs, like literally no secrets at this point. Might as well just show you what it's all about. And then if you watch till the very end, I do have a special offer to throw your direction. So just to our amazing Facebook community, we had a lot of fun in 2022. And from 2022 to 2023, like life kind of just punched us in the face, definitely punched me in the face. And if you think about all of the stressors out there, financial, personal, disease, loss, all of those kinds of things. We kind of had a collective of everything. I also took on a third job at the like kind of August beyond. What I'm getting at is things kind of got pushed off to the side. And one of those things was the Facebook group or showing up consistently on here. So now things have changed. There's a reboot happening. 2024 is in motion. I literally have Facebook Live scheduled for the next 52 plus weeks. And we're going to really try to revamp this group. And the goal would obviously be to grow it too, if we could, but start to bring some more engagement, weekly lives, tips and tricks every single week, and go beyond. But during the year, even though things kind of like just my health went kind of down a little bit too, and there's just a lot to it. What we did focus on was our method. We did focus on helping our clients get results, and I want to show you what that looks like. So if anything, even with life being crazy, all the things, we had a great year, and I'm so confident in our method that I just can't wait till we can help more people. So I will share my screen into this Canva here for my presentation. I'll go into present mode. Presenter view, I think so. Yeah, present full screen. Still getting used to Canva. I use other things on the day job, so getting used to this. It always looks pretty, to me it looks pretty. So, all right. So if you are new to David and myself, again, we're David and Amy. We're owners of Work in Progress Texas. We have two golden doodles and we live here in San Antonio and are building some property outside of San Antonio and hope to be in that house by the end of March. So, hey, hello. So today's agenda, we're going to cover basically the trinity of a healthy lifestyle, the 5 pillars of health, what is the WIP method, show you some client results, and then there's a special offer at the end. So we look at when we were coming up with our method, trying to think what differentiates us or what really encompasses a healthy lifestyle. We were influenced by this triangle with one of our certification courses that we took. And really, you could kind of make the triangle whatever you feel you meant the most to you. And for us, we were always crushing it with nutrition and movement, but we felt like there was something that was missing. And really, it was the top part. It was the lifestyle. It was habits. It was your choices. It was your mindset. It was really kind of what are your values, your beliefs, and what do you want to be? Like, what's your why, like the deeper why behind all the things that you're doing. And so we really feel like that's the top priority to focus on first. And when you get your lifestyle squared away, then you're able to build down to the nutrition and movement world, like movement encompassing movement resistance training, nutrition encompassing protein focus, as well as things that you like and you enjoy, or customizing things to you. But the center is really that differentiator for people to get results faster. Instead of spinning their wheels for years and years and years, getting locked into a community, getting some accountability is kind of what I felt is the foundation of, like, if we were looking, maybe kind of thinking of like the food pyramid, like maybe community would be kind of at the bottom to help support the rest of the pyramid. But I also thought another visual that was helpful was like thinking about it as a stabilizer of healthy life, like the chair. Like this kind of chair, because I know that there's 3-legged chairs out there, but this kind of chair needs 4 legs to hold and support it. And so we really believe the movement, nutrition, community, lifestyle are those 4 legs. And you'll see how this goes into the pillars that I'm going to talk about, as well as our method. So when we talk about the pillars of health, this is where we always start with our clients as far as building the foundation around these pillars. So it's sleep and stress management as number 1, hydration is number 2, movement, prioritizing protein, and then resistance training. So why do we have these 5 pillars here? This is our starting point for our clients, is to really make sure that we're focusing on these one at a time and building off of them so that we can create their own custom plan. What's most important as a starting point is sleep and stress management. We also use this whole list here. I'll just interject a little bit. We use this list as well to come back to. So if you feel like you've fallen off, or you had a vacation and you just went off the rails, or you get the holidays for 2 months, you just gorged yourself or whatever, when people need to come back to something and start over in a way, not really start over, but I think you understand what I'm saying. We said, go back to the pillars. Let's start with sleep and stress management. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on hydration. Let's focus on movement, et cetera, et cetera. So why do we put these in this order? Sleep and stress management matter when it comes to your overall health. It's how you restore yourself, recover. It's how you have energy to do all of the things in your life. And you need to have a way to handle stressors that come at you, because no matter what, life is going to punch you in the face. Every single client that we have had work with us always has something that comes up that kind of interferes their momentum that they're trying to work towards, to, in a sense, get onto their health journey or keep up with their health journey, or keep this, because again, it doesn't end, it's for life. So we're creating a lifestyle, right? So when we build the foundation of a consistent bedtime, 7+ hours of sleep, like thinking about stress management with meditation, breath work, devotions, prayer, whatever, then you're able to kind of get your body out of this high, like fight or flight, position, and get it ready to handle some of those other things and those other changes that you want to make with your life. The next thing is hydration. Hydration is great for digestion. It's lubricating your joints. It helps give you energy. When you focus on water, you kind of reduce some of the other beverages that you might be consuming, especially when you have a water goal. So it's going to help with appetite and just digestion and so many other things. And then, of course, our body is like, what, 60% water. So it's really good to keep it hydrated. And so many people don't drink enough water. And it's kind of crazy how just focusing on hydration can be such a small win. And that's what's great about sleep and stress management and hydration, is these are like small wins that we can build on to get to the bigger goals. The next would be movement. Movement is a great way to kind of get that blood going. Most people can start like walking pretty easily. We don't have a lot of ailments that prevent us from doing that. And when we start to create more movement in our life, it does lead to some other healthier choices. So we like to get an average step goal for people. So we see where they're at and we meet them where they're at, and we build from there. We build like 1,000 steps at a time, because steps are the easiest way to kind of monitor how much movement you're getting. And our lives are so sedentary that it can go really, really far. We obviously drive to work, we sit at a desk, we watch TV. Like, so much of our life is sedentary. We've got to figure out how to get our body going, get the blood moving. It's great for fat loss. It's great for weight management, and it's great just for your heart health and more, and digestion as well too. The number we try to get to on a regular basis for most people is between that 7,000 and 8,000 step goal, and anything above it is fantastic. The next thing is to prioritize protein. So when it comes to nutrition, what is the simplest thing to do? I don't want to take away a bunch of stuff or label things bad. I want to add in the good things. And the majority of people are going to be under eating protein. Protein really is the building block of our cells. And so it's going to be amazing appetite suppressant. It's like the natural Ozempic. It's going to make you feel satiated. And truly, it's what your body is craving, because there's so many vitamins and minerals in animal protein. We can find some in vegetarian and vegan sources as well. But really, when we focus on a protein target, it's going to help regulate everything else. So it's kind of like the carbs and fats can fall wherever right now. As long as we're hitting a protein target or building to a protein target, it sets the stage for the rest of the stuff and makes the fat loss period, when you earn your fat loss phase, worth it. And then the last thing would be resistance training. For longevity, for the ability to function, to do what you want to do, resistance training is really how you get the most bang for your buck when it comes to body composition goals, but also like just in general, skeletal muscle is so important. I hear so much, Dr. Gabrielle Lyon is definitely a role model, and is really creating a movement, and it's kind of come from that perspective of that we are not over fat, we are actually under muscled. And when you start focusing on building muscle, that's when everything else falls into place. And it's just a beautiful thing. And I'll show you some pictures to prove it. So, all right. So that's how we created the WHIP method. It's a 12-week program. where we, and like obviously taking the acronym of work in progress. And it's basically work on new habits, mindset, time management, focus on sleep, stress management, and goal setting for your specific schedule. Everybody has a different 24 hours in a day. Everyone has different responsibilities. So we've got to customize it to that person and what their needs are. And then we incorporate new eating strategies for enjoyment and longevity and fat loss. And we create your own custom plan. So we're focusing on that for the next 4 weeks. And I'll show you a little timeline here too. And then the next part is physical fitness strategies for your body composition, mood and fat loss, and, get more bang in the buck with your gym. Like really a couple of hours a week can go so far. So that's what kind of encompasses the WHIP method. And so when we work people through that, it's kind of like that first 4 weeks, you're creating this healthy lifestyle. We're getting that foundation built for you. The next 4 weeks, we're focusing on that nutrition education, maybe some basic knowledge, but then our one-on-one conversations are going to be more customized. And then we focus on fitness and resistance training. And if you're ready for resistance training, we'll explain why we program you the way you are. And really a lot of this part of this process too is teaching you, like the more that you educate yourself on health and fitness, even if it's not an interest of yours necessarily, but if you start to build that knowledge around that, then you'll be able to take control on your own eventually. And then at the end of the program, that's where you reassess next steps and see where we go from there, because people can work with us longer. Sometimes people need another 12 weeks where it's kind of more intense one-on-one, and some people graduate to more of an independent membership style because we've got a couple of different ways people can work with us. So the proof is in the pudding, right? We have been so blessed that people have given us before and after pictures. Not everybody is super comfortable with providing before and after pictures. So on the next slide, I've got some great screenshots of some other things, but every woman here has a story. We have some other people who are in the work too, some guys and stuff that we'll eventually be able to show too, that we're working on. But the majority of people start out with us with that kind of 90-day period. And then most clients who have been the most successful stick with us for about 6 to 12 months and beyond, depending on where their goals at and what they need. So everyone has a story here. We've got food bloggers, we've got travel people, we've got moms that are, hard at work. We've got chronic dieters. We actually have worked with a lot of people who have autoimmune diseases. We've worked with rheumatoid arthritis, with MS, with lupus. I even thought about changing our niche to autoimmune people because a lot of the times the advice is not necessarily different, but there are some protocols around nutrition or fitness that would just be adjusted a little bit. So we've really had all different kinds of people, and you can see inflammation is reduced, body composition, like definition is coming through by using our WHIP method on these wonderful women who were so gracious to share their photos. And then we talk about life, lifestyle stuff too, because the scale and body composition is definitely amazing. That's a wonderful part of that when you're feeling really confident in your skin and you can put on a bathing suit or wear that dress or rock your favorite pair of jeans or a pair of shorts or whatever. But we also like to keep track of the non-scale victories. We keep track of the data that they provide us, which is super helpful. Like the more data that our clients give us in the app that we use, the more we can, build this awesome story over time. But also like just to have some amazing messages, like I'm wearing a pair of jeans I haven't been able to wear in over a year. I just zipped up a jacket with room to spare, like, oh my gosh, your process is working. I've lost 10 to 12 pounds. I feel so much healthier. I'm waking up. I'm enjoying things. Like, oh, you guys are amazing. Honestly, you have saved my life. Like just messages that are so warm. And I can't thank you enough for all your help and support. And this is where showing that community and accountability and how much it plays a role in these people and their success. So I'm sure you could even pause this right now and if you're watching the replay and read a couple of them if you feel called to, but I just had to share some of those too. So how we support our clients, really, it's that one-on-one connection. It's inbox messaging. We've got weekly check-ins. We check in via Zoom once a month. And then we have continuing education and group calls every single week on Tuesdays. We provide modules and resources. We buy you guys the Atomic Habit books. We want that to be part of our program. It actually is a part of our program. And then we've got modules that walk you through the whole 12 weeks that expand on these 5 pillars. And then, of course, podcast recommendations and other resources that you can access. We've got our community. We provide monthly meal plans and occasionally throw in some recipes. And then we have challenges and group forums and people share wins and engage with each other. And then all of this is housed in our app. So we're able to track workouts and step goals, body metrics, food, and beyond. It's really, like I've highlighted here, a coach in your pocket, which is kind of nice. So just for those of you who are watching today, or you've seen it before, or you've heard us talk about our program, or you've thought about working with us, I just want to say we've been doing these free fitness and nutrition audits. And the purpose of that is really to connect with you, make sure, like, build a strategy and a plan for you specifically. And by the end of that, no matter what, whether you work with us or not, or we direct you somewhere else, you're going to have a game plan at the end of that. So we just wanted to offer this free Reboot session with you. If that was of interest to you, we have a current offer right now of getting $500 off of our program, as well as an extra month for free. So you can either comment, like book something with the link that I'll post in the comments, or you can email us at workinprogresstx@gmail.com, message me, whatever, but we'll make sure you have ways to get in touch with us if that is of interest to you. So again, just totally, we can meet and talk, and if nothing happens, totally fine, but just wanted you to know about the special going on right now. And then that is it. That is our, like, sharing all of our secrets of how our program works, and of course our cute little dogs. And then a quote that we kind of gathered from Ted Lasso recently was, he said something because he has so many amazing one-liners, and one of them was like, "I'm a work in prog mess," instead of progress. And I was like, that is so perfect for our work in progress, business name, that we are all, maybe we start out as a work in progress. I know I've had my moments of that. So I hope this was helpful to have an insight into our program and what we offer. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and just check back in the Facebook group. But again, we really appreciate your time. And if you want to connect with us, let me know. We are here. And I'm just looking to see where I can stop the recording. Oh, there it is. Sorry. See, I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty at this. So thank you so much for watching, and more lives to come, more topics, more things to share.